Hello, welcome. If you're here, I'll just plug in, allowing you to come in. Music just blasted in my ear because I'm just swapping my AirPods over, and they're going to be a bugger and not play the game. Okay, just swapped over just then, so they're a bit tricky. So hello, welcome in to those of you that come here as guided, whether in your feed or because you know that at this time every Monday for the remainder of 2020, I recently shared I'll be coming on here live. So I will be changing things up today. I have already finished with wanting to share my energy with humanity as I have in the past. Please let me know if you can hear okay. It seems to be. Good morning, EJ. Hey, Michelle. Hey, Vicky. Hey, Sylvia. Hey Di. Morning, little bro. Daniel. Little sister Lisa. Hey, Rhonda. Joanne. Hey, family. Hey, Charles. Carrie. Sharon. Rosie. Rachel. Karina. Yeah, me too. Actually, I wasn't Charles. I wanted to dodge coming on. Hey, Zach. Good to see you here. Hey, Miss Amy. Angela. Hey, Lauren. How am I feeling? Didn't want to come on. Felt a lot of pressure. Spirit in service. I know I am to do these till December, so I'm like, I'm just going to have to just fucking change things, you know. I'm going to do them my way. I'm going to do these my way. And please remember, I do need to say right at the beginning, hola Erica, that these really are no other one-on-one with you all healing on the planet of both spirit and soul. And I am available and here with you all. Many of you know this already, and many of you know I come from pure divine unconditional love in service in Christ consciousness energies of having ascended 5th dimensional, 6th dimensional, 7th, and I'm currently in the 9th dimensional, ahead of all humanity and what I bring through. So when souls say it's exactly what I've been through, I've already been, no you have not, how can you? As I'm delivering, I'm bringing it through and voicing it, coming through newly for the planet from this higher vibrational level of having done my time as an ascending earth master, that what many of you going through now, I went through 10 or 15 years ago. And that is what it is as well. And sharing with you recently that these are super high energies of like super masterclass energies for those of you who feel the clarion call. Thank you. Those of you of 144 new light paradigm ascension energies that are feeling all the galactic codes, all the open vessel and channel, the blessings, the divine healings that are pouring through this space to you, as I honor you and thank you for being here on this planet with me too. 6 years ago, I did a talk show with Larry Locken and a few others, and that was the very first or second, I'm not sure, time I ever was able to speak and voice for the first time 6 years ago. And in it is like a time travel of what feels like a whole other life for me of when I spoke in that space that was recorded. I shared this out by email to those who are on the email list at the Oracle Speaks at bigpond.com, and it is by way of exchange from $2 to $22. It is the exchange that has been set by above for you can bring in to help you with your abundance flow by doing so, of an exchange of energy from my higher heart to yours, of a golden infinity symbol. Feel that come through to you. Feel the golden glow. You can breathe, realign. This is a live divine healing. They call this magic in the outside world. This isn't magic. This is real, and this is here right now. And I have been guided. I spoke in that talk show, which I will come back to that soon. I need to tell you a little bit more about that because it's very exciting, of what I have to share with you, of that time travel, of what Ascension was 6 years ago with elders. There was 3 of us or 2 of us that were elders. See, talking with Blu-ray elders from about year 64, 65 is different to those after. That is what has come through from Spirit, which Larry explains. So if you would like a copy of this, please, I am gifting until 16th of August these emails. After that date, thank you to those who have made the exchange. You felt it. And these are priceless and beyond. We know that because you are, I am. So we go with as guide. It's not about money, it's about energy exchange. I shared that with someone recently. If any of you are struggling with the finances, the abundance, and about services, this, that, and people were sharing, yes, I'm waiting, I'm doing this, and oh, well, you know, everyone, please stop doing that to yourselves. Please come out of the head. I'm surprised where we're at. We're at 9 minutes. All that time I was off screen. I've shared recently, Spirit will bring up a screen. It'll be writing, so I can't actually see you. So I'm back here with you because the visual with the voice is super doubly powerful. So not all. This is for ascending Earth Master energies. Boom. These are super masterclass energies here. So not all will come. You've got to make the grade energetically. Your vibration has had to have risen enough within yourself. So bless you and thank you for being here, whoever you are. I'd love you each to put where you're all from in the world. I would love you to briefly write in comments. I want to see where you are all from. Let's have a look at the energy as we put this energy out to the world directly ourselves on this platform. I've been blessed. I haven't had to go in other portals anywhere in the world to deliver except for Uluru, which I've been through twice. The rest is from here. My ascension was different to yours. It's important. This is another message that I've been guided to bring through in me doing it my way. Everything I share and everything that you hear in this recording is for you to look where you're at now, because the messages and comments of this radio talk show with Larry and the others, thank you, bring in healing to where you are as you are writing. Boom, 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 boom. Ground in and see that healing go to where you are. We are doing live healings. We're not fucking around anymore. It's right here. It's simple. We have access. Please make use of this portal remaining for this year. I have a feeling I will be finishing on the 21st of December with that planetary conjunction going on. And if I do another one on the 28th, it's going to be something different. So at the moment, we're still paving the way. I shared recently in the beautiful 8th of the 8th live divine healing that I was guided to do. So powerful. Please do yourself a favor and go and watch that. And all the others. Thank you for your sharings. I've read some lovely things about different people recommending, so I really appreciate that. It's such a blessing to see that, because when you listen to this recording, I had 200 likes and something I wrote. and I share about not seeing, not being heard, to now we're nearly Blue Beyond Guides about to reach 16,000, and these weekly lives are starting to reach 1,000. Now times 10 for every single person. That is the cascading ripple effect. We are so mighty and powerful. We're not going to have the world's expansive numbers. We don't need to. Okay? We are that powerful. So we breathe a sigh of relief and let go of the rest of humanity. I know you know this, but we need to talk and table, because we're all meeting up. We're gathering in unity again. And another person said something about me that I'm straight up, no BS, high vibes, spiritual tribe sister. It was beautiful. It was beautiful to read that. So today I'm going to share. There's part 1. So we're going into part 2. Let's take a moment. Rainbow crystalline healing coming through. See little sprinkles of diamonds, all different coloured diamonds, like a blanket of rain. That's the healing. That's all you need to do. I know you know. See, what came up this morning was really interesting. I was going to mention, I was telling another Blu-ray elder that I was talking to that I was going to mention that, when people say, I've already been through that, I went through exactly what you did. Yes, you may have it with your vibrational level. However, same as people can't tell me, because you're not me, you're not here, so you're not able to. So it was very interesting that came up. So there's a big shift in healing happening again now. See, I'm learning and growing and adjusting too with all of your energies. As your energies rise in unconditional love, and thank you for the exchanges that people are sending, and thank you for those that choose to gift for these weekly lives. Thank you. It's not lost on me. I have said before, I won't be replying to emails when people write. It's actually humanly not possible. And even more so recently, I was really stretched, and it's going to be stretching further and further to reply, except for those as guided. My priority is my one-on-one divine healings with souls reaching. That is always my priority. I only have so much energy space in the human to be on the different platforms I'm sharing what I do, because I love you. And I shared something recently. I will be coming back to, big shift right now. Planetary upgrade shift. Feel yourself right in this moment. Visualize yourself as a planet and shifting and releasing. There it goes. There's the grid. There it is. Can you see the flower of life over the planet, which is you? And then the seed of light. Can you feel that energy coming through all your chakras right now? See yourself in the middle of a seed of light. Not only the flower of life, but the seed of life. Feel it vibrate and tingle all around you. It's magical, isn't it? And feel the different chakras light up, the crystal colors of every chakra light up right here and now. And zoom that down to a gold and silver balanced masculine and feminine earth star, and zoom it down into planet Earth and anchor in and up and release the red and the anger, shooting up the funnel up to the divine, releasing and then putting freedom and peace around the planet with the white light around the planet. And there's a divine healing guided meditation. For those that have asked recently, you're welcome. 16:55, go back, 16 minutes, 55 seconds. That is your healing for the planet of a guided visualization. You're welcome. See, I am guided to see what people are asking for. I am guided to read certain things. And when there's bits missing for people, I'm now able to put a missing bit in at this vibrational level for souls. It's wonderful. So I am changing how I'm working now. I've done my service. Hello from the state of Queensland, Australia. Yes. Beautiful. See, I'm just reading, I'm just processing, taking. Yes, we are superchargers. Take a breath and release. So rewatch that again. That was very quick. I did my best to slow it down. Because remember, you've got to be a clear vessel and channel and hear and being linking with your human emotions and feelings consciously to be a clear link to come from spirit. And this is, people are not clear when they're not working with their emotions to be that clear vessel. So what they're then sharing, what comes through, is polluted. It's not clear. Okay? It's been highlighted. Spirit specifically asked me to give you that vision, to be aware. There are so many polluted vessels in so much pure divine unconditional love I say this from. That's the space. This is all about energies. We take people out of it, personal people. We talk about energies, okay? Take the personal stuff out of it. Can't go wrong. No one can say anything. It's my opinion and I'm talking about energies. That's it. Everything else is a mirror for you. When, again, Spirit's asked me to say, when you watch that video from that talk show with Larry, I come in at the 1 hour, 40 minutes and 4 seconds. 144. Can't make it up. That long ago, I was in a very different space. Relate to yourself here and now when you watch it. So now I'm being guided to read to you that I have a private 144 New Light Paradigm Facebook group that is by a contribution per month that I have mentioned to you before, of 47 masters that have freedom and peace, and they can be themselves in this very strong, powerful space that my angel wings look over, that has its own beautiful energy in itself. And if you feel you are guided to have that safe space of a supporting, loving family, energy with the divine as part of a new 144 light paradigm for the planet, please personally message me. Tell me a little bit about what your role or what you feel or your mission about the group, and I will feel into with spirit, and spirit will let me know if your vibration frequency is for there or not. I am opening the door briefly for a time, for about a week. Okay, it's very not often I do this, so spirit's asked me to do this. So for those of you who have been wondering about when I mentioned about the 144 private group, that's what it is. Okay, so I need to shift that energy. So I shared this 6 years ago Ascension talk. There's a big release. There we go. So a big release, the violet flame is now releasing all this dark energy from all of us uniting together. We are doing this together for the planet, with us gathering here in unity. These energies are healing the planet right now. This is an event within the event right here. You showing up. Surprise! No big, there we go, beautiful rainbow colours releasing. There's no heads up. I get things on at the moment as guided. And it's been actually a challenge in learning how to juggle having so much big energy into this human vessel. And part of the message that I've written about, there's another release, is saying to you, many of you are also struggling with having such a huge spirit and in anchoring, grounding in and staying in the human body. So I'm going to shift to the side. I'll tell you briefly again, because this is new. When I shift to the side, I'm providing this pillar of pure, supreme, clear vessel, energy from source and the divine, ninth dimensional and the human, with my voicing my words of this vibration, coming out of this flame. And as I talk, you will get what it is for you as I share about myself personally. So I'm shifting to the side to do that. So just give me a moment, please. Okay, big shift happening. Okay, lots of information clearing is coming through. So as that space clearing, you're all just tuned in for yourselves. You know, well done and thank you. I felt you all then. So if I can feel you all here, it means I need to protect my energy, keep my energy safe, because I can't turn it off that I have a beacon. And I can't turn it off that I'm emotional and sensitive and empathic, because that's been part of my role as a Blu-ray, as Blu-rays are to feel and transmute so deeply, not only for themselves, but for everybody else. As elders. And, okay, big shift happening. So the Blu-ray elder energy healing's coming in right now. See, listen, as I'm sharing from spirit, I don't understand what comes into my consciousness until I speak it. Then I've got to hear it as I'm letting you know to explain to you. That's what it takes to translate from 9th dimensional, 8, 7, 6 into 5th dimensional speaking energies. I've got to bring it through those layers, and that's why it takes me a while to sit and process and feel. And the message is, you do the same for you. Slow down, give yourself those moments to process and feel, and allow the information to come down, because so many are rush. So many operate a lot from the head. So many operate from compartmentalizing energies. Depends who you are. These are 3 different common ways of souls that I work with. The different ways that each people are doing things. So it depends on which way you do it for you. So remember, I'm not going to put this in a book. You've got to be here live to catch this. And those who are meant to will. Okay, big shift and release now. It's what came through was to say to you, us generals want to run 24/7, but we can't. So we need to work out a way to cope with, handle or deal with our energy, to be able to rest and continue processing as we do. And I also wrote this morning to share with you, it's good to have a healthy whinge energetically to release and then move on in the highest divine unconditional love for all. In fact, it is very healthy, masters, of the right energy, as in, you know what I mean, there's a difference, and many are doing so with their energy that they've not felt emotionally and transmuted yet, and they hide behind, oh, love and light, and they're bitches or bitchy energy. And I've just about had enough of that. And I hand out cups of humble, and I self-medicate. I ensure I at least have 1 cup of humble every day with myself to keep myself very real, very grounded, very fucking lighten it up. And that's how I cope and manage. I can do both. We can do both. So, and then we get the double strength. I can be on here crying and be rah, and still going. It's handling the emotions better was the message this morning. It's about learning to handle emotions within ourselves. This is for those that need to hear this, because there's a lot of dramatic energy overspill with a lot of souls too. There's different groups and categories, and they're not fixed groups or categories when I say that. They're just a general observation of the same for that one. That soul compartmentalizes in box, so does that one doesn't. That one does it this way. So the vast plethora web that is being created as I'm reading each of you is just phenomenal in helping us to put out a healing together out to the whole world. So I want to thank each of you that have been guided to booking with me personally, each of you that show up here, each of you that read any post and like, put any comment. Listen, that's so valuable, and thank you. Well, because like you, I felt alone 2 years ago. 6 years ago, Ascension was different. And I've often say my ascension is different to yours. Spirit, I needed to table that. I need to clear something in that. There's some blockage, some heart blockage of old ancient energy. So I said today's going to be different. I'm going to do this my way. So, and don't go into, what do you mean it always was your way? Come on. Don't do that bullshit head stuff. Just listen. Don't analyze. Don't go to the head. Notice when you go to the head when I talk and share. Just take this as new information, a breath of fresh air. See what comes up for you, what's triggered for you. This is all for you. You help me by you being you and just being honest, not by, I'm not having to go at anyone here. I'm clearing energies, remember? When I do this, I'm clearing energies for you and the planet, okay? It's really important that people know that. And I'm needing to verbalize it more as a transmuter because people are not understanding my energy, who I am. So I'm needing to really slow down and get down to basics. And each live video, I'm going to share what it is for me. Because I've waited a long time to fucking speak up and say what it is for me, to have people that don't judge, that don't compare, that are not jealous, that will fucking sit back and give me some space to talk table and share. I'm not in competition with anybody else. There are some beautiful, strong souls around. Laurie Ladd, love her energy. Pure. Of course, Shakina, she's in a whole world of her own. Lisa Transcendence Brown, she shared some beautiful, amazing stuff for humanity as well. High vibrational, grandmasters in their arena and what they're bringing through for the planet. They're just beautiful. And okay, big shift. You all are letting me know you want me to be not more real. How can you be more real? But me and being so real and myself is what's helping you all grow. So it's taking me 6 months. It's taken me a little while to grow into being able to do that in service with you. And I thank you. That is the greatest blessing and gift you all can do, is showing up. The visual now and showing up is what matters. Unity. It's like we've got to come a full circle to do another circle to do infinity. Please allow yourself to feel, think, everything infinite, on an infinite energy level. And that's the other. Yes, she's passionate again. That's the other powerful thing is, and I said that to someone this morning, allow yourself, you just put yourself in a box with what you said. Please be aware of your words and what you're saying. Every single person, I'm needing to gently, not pull up, but lovingly point out energetically, because that is who I am. And when I have close connections with people and I feel an energy block with them and they keep talking, that block goes like this at me. So those I'm close to, I have to be able to verbalize, I'm not feeling that, or there's something else behind that. And when they take that time to respect what I'm sharing and they look into it and they go, oh, okay, I don't get it, but I trust you, I'll get it, and I come from that space, it allows the energy to be free to me to communicate with people. You too, remember, it's about you. So therefore, because of that high vibration of being in Christ energy, fully, supremely up to ninth dimensional, that's why I'm going to the top of the mountain in the cave, the Wise Elder, that's where I'm going next year. I don't know what other role and purpose, but it'll be something else from this, because I'm done with this. I'm done with this shit this year. I've fucking had enough already. So I know many of you feel the same. Listen, you're allowed to, and you can say that. Anyone that doesn't feel that is I don't know, bullshit, or in love of. There we go. Let's shift. There it goes. Listen, I only have pure unconditional for love for those who are at where they're at. But what I'm getting at is their spillage of the self-inflated ego and superiority energies. I'm over. I'm done. I'm also done with. And if you get offended, bad luck. Take a step back or get off. Don't watch me, because I need to say this. Younger generations that are not respecting us, that have been on this fucking path, can go get fucked with that energy in a very good way of, I'm not putting up with that energy, I'm blasting it, okay? I'm blasting that energy away. And it's normal as a trailblazer and a way shower, especially of a higher vibration, to feel passionate and pissed off about certain energies and things, because that's our role. What we've had to learn is how to blend that in with the balance it with the divine masculine and feminine. And it's taken me a very long time to do that. It's good to feel passionate and have a little roar within yourself. And I love that I've let known those closest to me, they know that when I'm like that, they just sit back, give me the space. I did this real raw in the private New Light Paradigm group. I did part of being in there, the exchange is videos that you'll never see. They stay in there. And I'm really raw and passionate in there. And the other day I had a Wednesday. I said, don't anyone tell me. I don't want to know the logic and whatever, because if you write a comment, I'm going to nitpick at that. In this space, I'm explosive. Just fucking sit back, grab a cuppa, let's just come along, just let me vent. It felt so cathartic and so good, and just releasing all those past fucking frustrations of this lifetime and past lifetimes. This is old karmic cycles coming to completion. You're allowed to vent and release when it's like this, not taking out on others because that's what others are doing, mirroring and blaming. And so just pull the fuck back, pull back. We need to keep continuing to pull back for the rest of the year. We are still shattered for the rest of the year. And we're still bringing out pieces from this shattering. Please know this. I remember distinctly having a real dream, sharing this all with you. And I woke up this morning and went, whoa, what was that about? I've already come here in spirit and shattered the energy, clearing the path for me to come in the human today. It's been real tough. So today is the Spirit and Soul link from 2 days ago, the last live, the Lion's Gate. I'm finishing up with today. There we go. I fitted 2 in to do the infinity. With the Lion's Gate energies. And those of you that are here are getting this triangle, diamond, heart healing. There you go. We don't need to wait longer than like everybody else. You can do this sooner with me. Of both Spirit and Soul linked. Show up every Monday, I'll be here, apparently. So now that I know I have to be here, I'm like, okay, how can I lighten this up for myself? And that's get off script. Don't be in a box. I'm not going to be like anyone else is doing any videos and this, that. I've just had to watch so many, and I'm like, I'm just fucking, let's stop, Spirit. I don't want to, I'm just going to do my own fucking thing. You know, what are people looking for and what do people want? How can I help humanity? I'm like, fuck it. This morning I went, no, I can't. I'm done. So I released a whole heap of little threads and cords, and I saw my center as white. Okay, and I'm just releasing cords and threads to everyone around me. You can do that for yourself right now with that vision. Just a round shape with just these threads just releasing and just making beautiful milky creamy color. It is really nice. It's really nice color. And just releasing. Just release them. This will be worth it. Wouldn't be doing if it wasn't. Took me a bit to own the Blu-ray Elder Energy, Rachel, when I was first learned years ago. It's really hard and challenging. And let me shift that to, I find it, and I found it really hard and challenging when Spirit and others, when Spirit has let me know a message and I can feel it, and then someone at the right place, right time, you know how this goes for yourself, will then repeat exactly what was personal, and boom, it's a sure thing, and it just then, you can't deny, fuck, it's real divine truth, and you are unable to not own, because humanity needs you own that energy vibration of a Blu-ray Elder. And that's the reason all those titles and names are actually energy vibrations that I was guided. God, didn't I get some shit flung at me? Mother of Dragons, Ascended Grand Master. Oh, when I first said years ago, Ascending Earth Master, you know, the attacks. My ascension was different to yours, is the message I want to personally say. And in this video that I do on this talk show, it is incredible to hear, and the healings from those in the private group who viewed it firstly, and I asked them to comment back, what is it? Because my ascension is different to yours. What took me longer, you're not needing to go through or do as I did as Ascension Pioneer, Trailblazer, Way Shower, Way Seer before the masses, as a template for all of humanity through myself. All I share is so you know the human ascension of soul linked with spirit has been done, completed. Firstly, for you to see and feel you can keep going and continue on, and there is a way and there is a light. I have not had an energy for myself to do this as I came and still coming through newly for the planet, that I had to work directly with Source. So then when people share with me, I know I've done, absolutely you cannot, because I've got to link with Source. I've been through the abyss and back. I've faced death so many times in this lifetime, 17, 18, stopped, lost count in many various different ways. Actually, no, you don't have information for me. How can you? So I've had to learn to not keep going, and I've been asked to remain here, to turn around now, having touched Source directly, and share with what I am with you all, the fact that I'm alive is a miracle. How did that feel? This is new galactic goddess, galactic mother energy. This is all from you letting me know, and spirit, by the way. I do not self-title and label, because I've had such low self-esteem all my life that I'm only now prepared to openly state and share with an I don't give a fuck attitude from the recording from 6 years ago. I was running on adrenaline. I was so nervous. Bless my beautiful little soul for even speaking. I'm feeling your love and gratitude. You're welcome. You're welcome. Thank you. Whew. We have so got this. We are doing this. We are paving and creating a new consciousness with all that we see going on and around the world. So I've been asked to share with you all that these will end the 21st of December, the last and final of this whole year of gifting. The whole year, I'm just labeling and numbering them from this mark, of multiple waves and layers from a 9th dimensional energy, healing energy space in soul, and 14th dimensional in spirit linked. This is accessible. One is not needing to travel anywhere to receive this. You can do this right home or wherever. You're welcome. As this is my parting gift to you all of humanity, as I'll have a different role, it seems, come 2021. 25 years is a very long time, for which many are newly awakened and do not understand the role many of us elders have done and carried for all of humanity, and those before us as well. So in this Pleiadian talk with Rockin, so American, Larry Lockin, and it was a panel of Facebook Pleiadian regional group administrators discussing ascension, disclosure, awakening, first contact, much more. And Larry thanked Brenda, Maru, Eleanor, Ciara, also known as Pleiadian Light Angel, Wesley and Anastasia. Remember, I join at the 1 minute 0404 mark. Can't make it up, 144, because the recording's over 2 hours long. If you want to watch before, you can. When I joined at the 10404, it was so interesting. It was a little bit uncomfortable for me at times, because I felt where I was at back then. Yet I also felt of how strong I was in what I was fucking sharing. I was amazed at listening to my own passion, because I remember how I felt. I remember I'd written, and I'd been writing for years, and only 200 people, and then Eleanor came in. I liked it. Eleanor, you see me then come on camera. I fell in love with Eleanor and her, and you see us live falling in love with each other. We're still in contact from that day on instantly. That was caught live on this recording. This was so precious, and I have really, one of my things I struggled with past timeline is, why can't I talk to people? Why? It's just my energy is just, I can't even say why. You need to figure that one out. So, big release. We're coming into a third part. That was a big, long part 2. So it's stretching, so I just got to take a breath. Some watched from me onwards, some watched all the way. Would you like me to share some of the comments in the private group where I shared it firstly, what they said? Oh, you ready for this? What? Let's do some time traveling. And when you listen to it, Ascension was so different. Wait till you hear when I say, well, we're blending 2 timelines and we're struggling. We can't even blend 3 in. 6 years ago, that's where we're at. There is real life proof of me sharing what's happening 6 years ago to now, all the multiple lines we're doing all the times. We have grown so much. I'm so happy and blessed that we captured that recording. It's just proof for you to see, wow. And for me to see, I was so strong. I knew my conviction. I am here. I am this. I'm so proud of me for having the guts to state that, because here I am 6 years later, starting to finally grow into what I was saying back then. So listen, honestly, wait for the other shoe to drop. And so now it's taken this long, and I'm like, who would have known? Back then we're like, yes, and it's like fucking 6 years later. Infinite energies, so people, let yourself just feel infinite energies. Proof, do not put things in boxes. I am so happy, so happy. It is a time warp and a time travel. And I've shared with you before, I do time travel. We can do time travel. That's a time travel healing, people. Proof. It's not like the movies, but we do and we can do it. And I've shared with you before many magical things that I can do that are real. And those of you that do these things to understand what I'm talking about. We don't need to go and make a big fanfare of I can do this. Nope, it's not about that. Sometimes less talking. I spoke of 200 likes and my frustration then, to now 6 years later, the weekly videos reaching 1,000 and Blue Beyond Guide nearly 16. This is about souls and not numbers of energy new to the planet. And with each of those connections and multiplied by 10,000 as a cascade of divine healing for the planet. Now that's what I am talking about. This was only the first or second time ever talking. I was so nervous. I was running on adrenaline back then. Bless my little soul. That's what I've written here. I did so good. And I shared this morning my timeline. Sometimes we have to start before we're ready. I started before I was ready. Really doing a full circle closure. 16th of October 2020 will be some sort of finality healing of shutting something off of the old. Come join me. I'm traveling. I've booked the accommodation into the Treasury building. This is the abundance for the planet through. And there's very strong tribal Aboriginal elder energies in that area where there's now a treasury building for the state. It's very powerful energies I'm going to. These are our ways in Australia, okay? We're not Mutton famous. Uluru is on the map, but this is so powerful, the energy space of where I'm going to be recording live of some beautiful, amazing divine healing of finishing up. That will be done live in my human mastership. This is my last lifetime here. We are ending karmic cycles. The energies this morning were really hard, really heavy, really shit, until I allowed the process and shifting of letting go and releasing, of no longer processing with someone close to me. I've had to remove all those out of my space. The final one was this morning. It was the toughest. We are still doing much. If you found it tough this morning, just keep breathing, writing it out. Just keep going. Just keep remembering. Keep doing the lives. Keep reading the updates I'm sharing. If that's a link for you to keep going for yourself, you're so welcome. Because we won't be doing it this way in this next year. You're going to be much stronger. So that's why I need to shift too. So let's have fun. Let's milk this time and let's have fun and play with it. That's the only way I'm able to continue. I only came on 2 days ago because of you coming here and messaging me. I really have am done and have had enough, yet there's this energy cycle. I do need to do this. I'm living in service 24/7, literally, as I shared to you before. This is all I have, the energy time of the videos, the posts, the emails, the group. Has been for a long time. I haven't cooked for a few years now. That's okay. I chose to do it. I feel I'd be lost if I wasn't doing it anyway. Just quietly. I needed to. Part of ascension is continually feeling I've had enough, I'm over it, I'm done, I'm fucking done with it. Good. Have a whinge. Go into it once and have a whinge. Get out of it and move on. Don't keep going over and over and over the loop. Don't keep going into the deep holes all the time. You don't need to anymore. You're much stronger. Please don't do that, Masters. It's my official message. And you know what? I don't care what your head may say. At the moment, in buts and ifs, I can't fuck off. Piss that energy off for yourself. Do yourself a favor. I'm here to stick up for you from these energies. You cannot get offended. If you do, you're offended at something I'm triggering, because I'm loving you and sharing and releasing the energies. It's all about energy. I'm in a safe space. Get to a safe space for yourself bit by bit and shift each person when you work through the emotions. Write the letters, release them. Come from a higher space, guys, and rise above the stuff. That is ultimately, and listen, please have patience. That takes time. You've got to commit yourself to wanting to. Some may spend the rest of their life doing it, okay? Don't pressure yourself. I'm talking ultimately for you to uptake this information to help you. These are seeds. These are seeds. These are seeds. Could be 2, 1, 2, 3 years. I know that when I received information like this years ago, it took 4 years to filter through until I was ready. So please just allow and allow and allow. It's all you need to do. Trust your spirit and your soul and the divine that you will be brought to you whatever it is you need to do freely if you sit back and allow yourself some space. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Release the energy so your spirit can communicate with your soul. Please. Many you're your own block. Get out of your own way. We know those words, but many of you, your own blocks. You're blocking yourself. So if you just come to the conscious awareness of what I just shared and breathe and just see yourself mentally take a step back, that can be life-changing if you will just slow down and listen to me and what's appropriate for you. And as you do, you'll listen to yourself more and not to others. And it's easy to say that, but when we're close to others, there can be an overspill of energies where two are walking down the path. One has had a great awakening, see everything differently. The other one, no, not seeing that in that way. That happened overnight recently. So then when we're communicating with others close to us, we're feeling their energies overspilling. and we may have transmuted that before because we're in close connection, but we find we can't anymore. We're not able to, that we have to take an extra step back and allow them their own spillage to clean up their energy, and then you form a new connection with them in a brand new way. And this is what is very challenging and hard, and that is it in a nutshell. I'm getting to wind up. I really, again, did not cover all I wanted to. I want to read a bit of, so I'm going to say goodbye now. You know how I roll, Masters. Love you, thank you, bless you. I'm going to finish off with reading some of the comments from the New Light group in watching that recording that I shared to you about. If you want a copy, the Oracle Speaks at bigpond.com. I will add you to the email list until the 16th of August. To make the exchange, I will provide all that information. Below the iceberg is now by email, not here anymore as it used to be. I will have here the latest in a coloured comments. I will do the weekly lives. The deeper underneath are going to those who are ready for that. I need to shift and change things, but as always, I am always right here and accessible. One-on-one divine healings. Please see, email me or the website bluebeyondguide.com/divine healings. Please go and have a look. I updated the information of what is in the live one-on-one divine healings. I'm reopening my energy up again fully now to take new bookings. And I need to verbally say what I just did, because souls have asked me those questions to clear the energy space, to let you know that energy, and those who are ready, the way is provided, it flows effortlessly and easily. And if you want to, however, it's not for you at this time, it's okay. I can see you back here. I can see you through email. We can have a connection in some way. So thank you again for showing up, everyone. Thank you, thank you, thank you. My beautiful spiritual family energies is here because I share myself. I share of myself and my private energy space. I stretch it out. And there will come a time where I won't need to as much in the weekly live. So this is part of my rebirth. The stretching of the stomach, you know, the big Buddha belly at the moment, and part of Ascension is wearing stretchy clothes to accommodate the body. He's processing all these energies. There's a lot on, you know, so please don't beat yourself up. Go with it. You'll get there again. Okay, big release, big heavy depressive energies just released just then, so that's beautiful. So it was interesting in the video, which I'm going to read the comments from the new 144 Light Paradigm group souls that shared when they watched it, what happened for them. And I'm still saying the same things. Now you may say, well, of course, no, just hear me out. It was, for me, word for word, energy identical, the same thing. So when that was shown up as a memory 6 years ago, I just went, oh, no wonder I keep saying, I'm tired, boss, I'm tired. Wow. It's a very long time to hold an energy space to finish this loop and cycle off 16th of October in those last just those 6 years. But it wasn't just those 6 years. I was talking from years before that. So that's, I wrote, no wonder I'm going to pull back now. For me, enough is enough. And you're all here with me, and that is enough, and more than enough. I am, and we are so blessed to all be in touch with each other now. I do love what I've shared in this. So watch this as guided when you can. So some of the beautiful comments are, thank you for sharing. This is huge and was much needed to help clear the current energies of the broken masculine. This is what this soul felt. I felt in the shift at the 109.22 mark, the old masculine energies kicked in and he cut you off. At the 112.16 mark, I felt the blow and hit you took from this dear sister. I didn't feel that, so I thank him for that. On a high level. Because I've already dealt with that energy. Soul contract. So it was wonderful. Much divine love as I've helped shift and clear these days energies from the collective. Yes. So humble and proud of you for all that you've endured for humanity and for you being you, Grandmaster. Thank you so much for that. It was a healing of the old betrayal masculine energy. Someone else said they felt it. So I'm like, wow, that's wonderful. Someone else said, always grateful for your shit. Can't wait to check it out. We're all tired and at times get frustrated and have had to learn to just let some things go. But you've had to do this on a whole other level. To have known your shift for so long, your shit, to have had let go in so many ways until humanity finally began to catch up is something I can't even imagine bearing. Me either. It's hard enough just having a taste of that now, LOL, yet you've managed to keep the faith through all this time, and I think that goes a long way in showing just what you're made of. Bless your little soul, no wonder you're tired, yet you remain here 24/7, day in, day out in divine service, showing us all that it can be done, but that doesn't have to be how it was for you, basically because of you. Well, bless you. I don't know what to say that. So blessed and honoured to be here with you and every other master in this group. Someone else said, loved it. Loved how us Blu-rays have a high tolerance level. Observing myself too, wonderful. I'll listen soon. Those observe myself pulling back. Those I've shared so deeply, so fully with over the last 5 years are not coming, so to say, enough. Thank you for sharing and all. I do always feel myself in what you share and the trailblazer energy. Infinite gratitude. I watched, and this whole thing, what an amazing group of souls. Be who I really am. That's the feeling I was looking for. A description on the previous live when you asked about what the group description was. It is a space where I can be who I really am. When that lady spoke of reading your words on a post for the first time and it rang true to her soul, was exactly how I felt when I first came across a post of yours. And oh my heart, when you speak of your son, I resonate with mine, or my youngest as well. You spoke of angel wings, fascinating. This came as 2 days I started to go, I started to have pain in my shoulder blades, a different sort of pain, different from stuck energies. I saw in my mind's eye wings trying to break through. This has been the most fascinating few days. Thank you for sharing. Another. Wow, thank you so much for sharing this video. It ties a lot together for me, especially the part where you speak of not being heard. I find at times I can be in a group of people, and when I spoke, not one person answered or acknowledged me. I found it so frustrating that I began to feel, what's the point? Also, each one of us are on different awakening journeys and time scales, but how wonderful we are here together now. I'm beginning to feel a much closer connection to certain people, but at the same time reluctant to get close due to past hurts and disappointments. I feel this is another lesson. Yes, it's about having your boundaries of protection up and going with it, and just they've got to earn one's trust. That's how we do it. I love the sharing, the openness of the discussion. I agree with other comments or the masculine interruption, talking over, etc. So that's really interesting. It's interesting, they said, feeling the dialogue, still have the feeling the host was very threatened by you and all you were owning. Oh, well, that's really interesting. I actually, I didn't feel that. I need to say this, that I actually didn't feel that. For me, it was part of the show of, I understood that person, and he had a different energy agenda of balancing the energies of all of us speakers. So, blessed for you guys feeling that. I just didn't resonate to that. So obviously I needed to share that. So thank you all for being here. I hope you really enjoyed that. We've just clocked over 1 hour and 20. It's been good fun. And see you next week. See what else I'll share. Yeah. Just, here we go. Keep having faith and trust. Big release now. I'll finish off with saying, there's a lot of balancing going on at the moment as I wind this up energetically. Big rainbow spiral now. That there is a lot of the pendulum up and down, going through things, up and then down. Just ride it out, it'll shift up again. There's just, it's wave and layer and ancient and old energies that even I have had to realize in the human consciousness that I'm not understanding. That person said they're not feeling it, yet I'm feeling that energy. So I'm just going, that's ancient, old, it is real, relevant, and I'm releasing and it's working. So if that helps you with some things that are not having that explanation of the beyond energies, please just acknowledge it and work with it. Okay, that's the biggest blessing message I can give you with working with some energies at the moment, and keep noticing when you don't want to be in your body, and just bring your consciousness in to allow yourself to keep coming back in again, keep pulling yourself in, because each time we're shifting something, sometimes we can shift out a little bit because it's a bit uncomfortable. And so just, this is constant. Please just keep bringing your focus back into your physical body. Bring your conscious awareness, see a golden light in your solar plexus. Go and check on that fire, that solar sun in your solar plexus, and see how it's going, and keep bringing your energy in consciously. Listen, for the remainder of the year is the message. Keep bringing your shattered bits back in. I'm still consciously needing to focus and do it to keep with all the energies, ebbs and flows that's going on. This will be, this is so worth it. I love you. Thank you for turning up, being here. We've got a date as guided. If there's any other flash updates are going to be done, they'll be done. But thank you. See you back here. Please remember to like and follow the Blue Beyond Guide was the message from Spirit. That would be appreciated energetically. Thank you.